thrifted this fabric and this is the entire piece. It's double-faced quilted cotton, and I think I like this side with border designs. When I wrap this fabric around myself, it's big enough, but I want to cut this part off so that the design is symmetrical in the center front. But when I do this, I don't have a lot of room, so I think I'm gonna make it without the side seams. For the shoulder to shoulder measurement, measure from 1 inch in from the shoulder point to the other side. Then for the armhole, measure from the same point straight down. For the length of the garment, measure from the base of the neck, over the bust, and down to where you want the garment to hit. I'm gonna cut on this border to match the other side. The vest is going to be like this. Wait, I should cut on this side. Okay, that's better. That looks symmetrical now. There's not going to be overwrap in the front. I'm just going to bind the edges and we'll have some tie front. So this is going to be the center back. I'm going to fold at the center back. I'm going to fold this again. Like so. This is the center back and center front. I folded the wrong side out because now I want to draw shoulders and armholes. So this is the center front, center back, center front. The shoulder to shoulder measurement is 14 inches. I'm drawing just one side of the body. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. So I'm going to put 7 here. And measure 3 inches from the center. So 3 inches and 7 inches. And then for the shoulder slope, I always measure 1 inch because I have square shoulder. But if you have more of a normal shoulder slope, I recommend about 1.5 inch, and if you have rounder shoulder, I recommend 2 inches for the shoulder slope. So I do 1 inch for my square shoulders, and I'm going to connect the 3-inch mark to the point I just measured. So this is the shoulder. 1 inch here for the 1 inch for the back neck, and connect with the 3-inch mark with the curved line like this. 8 inches for the armhole, but add 1/2 inch seam allowance for the shoulder. So I measure 8.5 inches down and draw a straight line here. Then draw a curved line like this. I'm going to do a little bit of curved in. Maybe more like this. So I did about 1/2 inch in for the front armhole and about just 1/4 inch in for the back. And the shoulder to hem measurement I wanted was 22 inches, and add 1/2 inch seam allowance to the shoulder, so measure 22.5 here, and then draw a line perpendicular to the center front. So this is basically the shape. Now I'm going to draw the front. I want something like this maybe here. And make it curve a little bit like this. Now I'm going to cut only the outermost lines, which are the lines for the back. Now I'm going to open up and fold it like this to cut the front. I'm gonna measure 1/2 inch in at the shoulder on the front piece and taper to 0 at the neck point like this, so that it has a little bit more slope just on the front. I'm going to do that on the other side. This is because your shoulders are usually curling forward, so you want a little bit of a twist to the shoulder like this. Now I'm going to sew the shoulders right sides of the fabric together. I think I can make the armhole a little bit lower. I feel like this. So this is a mark. I'm going to lower the armhole about 1 inch. I'm going to use this to copy on the other side. I'm going to change the front neckline a little bit. I'm aligning the shoulder seams. I guess you could undo the shoulder seams to make it a little bit easier, but I'm too lazy to do that. So. I think shoulders are fitting nicely. There's a little bit of a gap here. I could add dirt here, but I don't know if it's worth it. You can serge or zigzag stitch here, but I'm too lazy to set up my serger, so I'm gonna make these into wrapped seam. When you're using double fold bias tape, you're going to keep the narrower side on top so that the wider side on the bottom is always caught in the stitch. When you come to the curve like this, try pulling the bias tape just slightly to conform to the curve. If you don't want to attach the binding all in one step, you can open the narrower side, then pin it with the right sides together, the right side of the fabric and the right side of the binding. Leave about 1 inch in the beginning and start stitching from there. You're stitching on this fold, but not really right on the fold, just a hair to the right, so that the fabric has room to fold over the stitch. I want to sew this right up to this point, so I'm just going to sew just a little bit more here.